Hello, my name is Chris Palmer, and in today's SEO writing, how to write SEO content that will actually rank video, I'm going to cover some SEO writing and some content tips that will help you rank your content. So recently I showed one of the sites that was taken down because I don't generally show my money sites, a G site that was for HostGator coupons. I had numerous messages on not only YouTube but also Facebook, people that saw my video and they said that the content was poor quality content. So they wanted to know, what was my SEO content strategy? How was I ranking that website? As some of you may know, contrary to popular belief, backlinks really matter. So alongside my backlinking strategy, main topic of today's video is the SEO content and how to write the content so it will rank. Just so we're on the same page here, I was ranking for HostGator coupons along with cluster terms. If you type in a main keyword and you scroll to the very bottom, generally if you rank for a top tier keyword, you'll also bring in the cluster that's down the bottom. Now that's another topic for another video, but this is the keyword that I was ranking for. 1,000 search volume according to Ubersuggest, and these clicks are generally $26. Now on any given day I was ranking generally either 4 or number 5. How did I do the on page? Because my content was so bad according to the critics. I was writing content that Google wanted to see. So this is how I did it. Here is the process in a nutshell. I'll try not to get too mathy. I'll try to make this video quick. Let's just jump right in. So first and foremost, when I seeked out, now we're not talking about backlinks, we're talking about on page and what I did for this G site to make it rank as far as my on page. So the very first thing that I did is I took the first 10 listings of who is ranking, and the very first thing that you need to establish is, what does Google want to see as far as your word count? So figuring out the word count is absolutely crucial, because if you have a term that and everybody's ranking at 500 words and you produce a skyscraper piece of content that's 2,000 words, that's not what Google wants to see. So generally you get an average of the 10 websites, you get an average, and if the average is 1.2K, what I will do is I will write 1,300 words, okay? So that's the very first thing, is figuring out your word count. Now, the second thing, what I did for this G site was I made sure it was in the URL, the keyword was in the URL. I made sure that it was in the content, and I made sure that it was also in my title. So it was in the URL, the content, and the title. If anybody saw this website before it was taken down, my website was set up like this. My title had the keyword. And then if you took a look, I made boxes like this just as a design. And if you took a look, each box had a keyword, right? But not just any keyword. And this is going to be number 3. What I did to make my content the most relevant is there's something called latent semantic words, right? These are LSI words. So all I did very simply, very crassly, okay, is I used a tool and I simply went and got all of these terms. HostGator coupons for domains. If you went and looked at the site, you will see all of the relevant words that the tool produced. I put in each one of these boxes. Each one of these pieces that was on my website contained a keyword with those words within it. So the number 3 thing was the LSI. So this is how I wrote horrible content, horrible, right? But it ranked on Google because I gave it Google exactly what it wanted to see. Now, this is how you write SEO content that will actually rank in the year 2020. You need to analyze your competition, analyze the SERP, see what Google is going to reward. You need to figure out your averages, and then you need to go just above them. I needed to know how many exact matches were on the page, how many partial matches were on the page. And each of these, when you figure out your average, you go just above. So just above. So those are some key things that I want to point out. TF-IDF, LSI, you need to go and read about that. Once you understand what those things are, you understand your word count, putting your keywords in the proper places, figuring out your LSI, your exact matches, your partial matches. Once you have all of the math, you will then be able to rank content, but you're giving the search engine and the user exactly what they want because they came for a coupon. In this case, I gave them numerous options of coupons. I gave the search engine exactly what it wanted to see, and I was able to rank number 4 for a keyword that was a difficulty 33 according to Uber Suggest. So I hope I was able to explain this. This is the process that we use. Writing proper content is king, and a proper backlinking strategy will get you to rank. Now, I hope that I've explained this properly. If you have any questions about SEO writing SEO content that will rank, if you have questions about backlinking, Facebook ads, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, SEO, anything, or on-page SEO, please ask me in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next SEO writing video. Have a wonderful day.